about to go head-to-head for your chance to win a share of 30,000 Rand in the 2021 Dis-Chem Junior Brain of CapeTalk.
Always early on the take. Thank you very much. Great to have all of you with us. Hello, Facebook. Hello to all of you listening to us live wherever you are. The Dis-Chem Junior Brain of CapeTalk, proudly brought to you by Dis-Chem Pharmacists who care for a winning mind in a healthy body. So as I said, you are listening, of course, as you know by now, because you've tuned in for it, to the Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk. To those streaming, it's going to be rather exciting. We've got two things to do today. We've got the Dis-Chem Junior Brain and then the Senior Brain. I am Kino Cummings, and I do the Today Show between 9 and 12 each and every morning when I'm not ill. And with me is John Matham, the host of the Afternoon Drive Show, and, of course, today's quiz master. Let's hear it for him. There we go. Can you hear that, John?
Yeah.
Can you hear the applause?
I'm always ill. I'm not so good to it. Mentally, emotionally, physically.
I think the two of us say birds of a feather. Now, of course, it is Saturday, and we have all our junior winners of the week to compete against each other. After this, we will also cross to our adult winners to battle it out. So stay tuned, and we're about to prove that there's loads of genius even in these little minds. As a matter of fact, I think those little minds probably have more genius than the bigger ones sometimes. The winner at the end of this round gets a Dis-Chem voucher worth 1,000 Rand, and if you're aged between 11 and 12 and you're listening to us right now, register on capetalk.co.za and play the online general knowledge game for juniors. Now, John, as always, we hop straight into it.
Oh, okay, you want me to explain the rules. All right,
Yes,
I'll do
go
that.
for it.
They're not that different from the rules that you apply on the Today Show, except that contestants have 90 seconds to answer a maximum of 25 questions. Otherwise, it's the same. The contestant that gets the most answers correct is the winner, and if scores are equal, we will play sudden death. And if we can't separate people in 5 rounds of sudden death, then we have a tiebreaker.
Okay, great. So, contestant 1 in our junior brain, played on Monday. Alex Kemp is 11 years old, goes to Beaumont Primary School in Somerset West, loves to read and loves to play sport. Hope you're doing well, Alex.
Thank you.
Great. I'm going to hand you over to the quiz master, John Matham.
Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
How many questions did you get correct on Monday morning? Do you remember?
I got 8 correct.
8. That's a very, very good performance. Let's see if you can do better than 8 this morning. Well, you should do, because you've got an extra 30 seconds, so you should be aiming to get quite a lot more than 8. Are you ready, Alex?
Yes, thank you.
Mario, please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word method.
METHOD.
Correct. What is the past tense of bring?
Brought.
Correct. What is a quarter of 60?
20.
15. True or false, Kimberley is in the same province as Uppington?
False.
True. Complete the saying, he is always as what as a cucumber?
Cool.
Correct. Which planet is much larger than the Earth, Neptune or Venus?
Neptune.
Correct. Give the third letter in the word cheddar.
E.
Correct. Which one is an amphibian, antlion or toad?
Toad.
Correct. In which board game with letter tiles can you get double and triple word scores? Correct. Who's an important character in the movie Peter Pan, Coraline or Tinkerbell?
Tinkerbell.
Correct. True or false, KwaZulu-Natal lies on the Indian Ocean?
True.
Correct. Who is the rugby player, Glenton Stierman or Jesse Creel?
Jesse Creel.
Correct. Does the word novice mean beginner or expert?
Beginner.
Correct. Which sport has no net, badminton or squash?
Squash.
Correct. True or false, not all birds can fly?
True.
Correct. How many E's are there in the word leadership?
1, 2.
2. Which male farm animal, and we're out of time. I'm not sure what the rules are on correcting oneself that quickly. Stefan is shaking his head to say, no, we're not going to accept any changes. So we managed to complete 16 questions. And Alex, I think you did extremely well. We're going to find out from the judges how well you did. A quarter of 60 is 15. A third of 60 would be the 20 that you gave us. Indeed, Kimberley and Uppington are in the same province, the Northern Cape. Then you got everything right after that. Yes, up until 2 E's in the word leadership, Leadership. Stefan, how did Alex do? I think pretty well.
Pretty well indeed, John. The bar has been set. Everyone is chasing a score of 13.
Well done. Phenomenally well done.
I could see your face, and there were some questions there that he got right, but you were not so sure about.
No, indeed. Like I said to Sarah yesterday, one of these days we'll be replaced by one of these bright young people that we have playing today. We need those talk show hosts, by the way. All of us have to retire at some stage. So our contestant number 2 today on the Junior Brain, for those who've just tuned in, by the way, you are listening to 567 Medium Wave Cape Talk. We are doing the Dis-Chem Brain of Cape Talk, starting with the Junior Brain, moving on to the Senior Brain. So Tayyib, at least Abdullah, is 12 years old, goes to Panorama Primary School. It's such a cool school that loves mathematics. What do you want to do one day, Tayyib?
I want to be an accountant.
You want to be an accountant? Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm going to hand you over to the man.
Tayyib, I'm nervous of people who at the age of 12 know exactly what they want to be, and I'm absolutely convinced you will go on to be an extremely successful accountant. But Tayyib, you do know that you have to get at least 13 to take us to a sudden death, and Alex, I think, has put a lot of pressure on all of the contestants that are still to come. There is one maths question, so I expect you to get that right very, very quickly. Are you ready, Tayyib?
Yes.
And Mario, please start the clock then.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word magnet.
Magnet.
Correct. What is the past tense of buy?
Flew.
Bought. What is half of 46?
23.
Correct. True or false? Mbombela is in the same province as Vereniging.
True.
False. Complete the saying, you have to dot the I's and cross the what?
False.
T's. Which planet is closer to the Sun, Mars or Venus?
Venus.
Correct. Give the third letter in the word character.
A.
Correct. Which one is an insect, butterfly or tick?
Butterfly.
Correct. In which board game do you collect 200 Rand when you pass go?
Monopoly.
Correct. Who's an important character in the movie Mulan, Mushu or Fiona?
Mushu.
Correct. True or false? The Western Cape lies only on the Atlantic Ocean.
False.
Correct. Who is the soccer player, George Coetzee or Themba Zwane?
Coetzee.
Themba Zwane. Does the word omit mean include or exclude?
Exclude.
Correct. Which sport has lunch and tea time, cricket or tennis?
Tennis.
Cricket. True or false? Not all camels live in Africa. The answer, Tayyib, is true, but we didn't manage to complete that. The past tense of buy is bought. Mbombela is in Mpumalanga and Vereniging is in Gauteng. And, Themba Zwane is the footballer. And otherwise, I don't think you did as well as Alex, but I still think that you put in a very creditable performance. Stefan, how did Tayyib do?
Tayyib completed 14 questions and managed to score 9.
Not bad at all, but not enough. So Alex is still the leader. Back to you, Kino.
Thank you very much, John. Moving on to contestant number 3. Faran Patel, 12 years old, goes to Western Province Prep. His favourite subjects are history and maths, and his interests include sports like cricket, soccer, and a whole host of other things. Faran Patel, how are you feeling this morning?
I'm feeling good, thank you.
Great. Out of all those sports, which one do you prefer?
Cricket.
Cricket.
I love cricket.
That's a good man. I'm going to hand you over to John Matham.
Okay. What do you think's wrong with South Africa at the moment, Faran? Why are we playing so poorly?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why de Kock also stepped down as captain.
Well, I think he's exhausted. I mean, the poor man has been living in a bubble, plus he's had to keep wicket, plus he's had to score some runs, which he hasn't been doing terribly successful, plus he's had to be the captain. Very, very difficult situation. Are you a batsman or a bowler?
I'm an all-rounder. I open the bowling and I bat at 5 and 4.
Okay, well, that's not... Are you the captain of the team?
No.
Okay. When last were you able to play anything like a competitive match, Faran?
Last year, I think.
Yeah. And this year, now that
Second
school
term
started,
last
are
year.
you back in the nets?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see how you do. You need to get at least 13. That takes us to sudden death. 14 or more, you're the outright reader in a very, very strong position to win. But you have to get at least 13. That is your immediate goal. Mario, please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word occupy.
OCCUPY.
Correct. What is the past tense of play?
Played.
Correct. What is a third of 36?
A third of 36. 12.
Correct. True or false, Richards Bay is in the same province as Durban?
Pass.
True. Complete the saying, he's just crying crocodile what?
Crocodile tears.
Correct. Which planet has more moons than the Earth, Mercury or Mars?
Mars.
Correct. Give the third letter in the word absolute.
S.
Correct. Which one is a reptile, lizard or crane?
A lizard.
Correct. In which board game do you have to avoid reptiles that will swallow you?
Snakes and ladders.
Correct. Who's an important character in the movie The Jungle Book, Thumper or Baloo?
Baloo.
Correct. True or false? The Northern Cape lies on the Indian Ocean.
False.
Correct. Who is the cricketer, Ruan Nel or Buren Hendricks?
Buren Hendricks.
Correct. Does the word foliage mean leaves or freedom?
Freedom.
Leaves. Which sport has the highest net, tennis or volleyball?
Volleyball.
Correct. True or false? Not all snakes are venomous.
True.
Correct. How many O's are there in the word coronation?
2.
Three.
3.
Which,
3.
again, you corrected yourself, but we have a very strict set of judges, and they're not accepting that. I think you did very, very well, Faran. I think you might well have got very close to 13. Richards Bay and Durban are both in KwaZulu-Natal, so that is true. So children of 12 years old are still playing snakes and ladders, are they?
Digitally on tablets, some funky way.
Okay. And Baloo is what kind of animal? Do you know, Faran?
It's a bear.
It is. All those bare necessities, those simple bare necessities. Don't sing, John. Don't sing. Hand over to Stefan to see how well Faran did. I think he got pretty close to 13.
Alex set the bar at 13, our Monday winner. Farhan, you completed 16 questions, and your score is 13.
We have the possibility of a sudden death. Faran and Alex both with 13. Kino.
As things heat up on the Dis-Chem Brain of CapeTalk, you're listening to the junior Dis-Chem Brain. Of course, we've had 3 contestants. Alex Kemp, we've had Tiab Abdullah and Faran Patel. 13, 9 and 13, those respective scores. Moving on to contestant number 4. Hannah Williams is 12 years old and a student at Allisdale Primary School. Her favourite subjects, mathematics, geography, and in her spare time, she enjoys baking. Pray tell, what do you love baking, Hannah? Good morning.
Good morning.
So what do you love baking?
Anything I can.
Anything you can, so you're multidimensional when it comes to the oven, are you? Okay, wonderful stuff. Now, Hannah, John's going to be telling you more about what you're going to be up to. He's going to do a countdown. Good luck. 13 is the bar. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay.
You're feeling okay. Let me hand you over to Mr. Matham here.
Where is Allisdale Primary, Hannah?
In Athlone.
Ah, okay. And do you enjoy I suspect that if you enjoy baking, you perhaps enjoy watching the cooking programs on television?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Have we had, Stefan, you would know, a South African version of the Great British Bake Off?
No, we
not
haven't.
yet.
No.
If one comes along, Hannah, would you like to enter?
No.
Okay, well, it was a very definite no. Hannah, you need to get at least 13, but if you get 14 or 15, then you are, as they say, sitting very pretty. Good luck, and Mario, please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word powder.
POWDR.
Correct. Give the past tense of speak.
Spoke.
Correct. What is a quarter of 40?
10.
Correct. True or false, Bloemfontein is in the same province as Wellington.
True.
False. Complete the saying, he does nothing, he's just a couch, what?
Potato.
Correct. Which planet is closer to the Earth, Saturn or Neptune?
Saturn.
Correct. Give the third letter in the word physical.
Y.
Correct. Which one is an insect, centipede or wasp?
Wasp.
Correct. In which board game do you have to answer quiz questions in 6 categories?
False.
Trivial Pursuit. Who is an important character in the movie The Little Mermaid, Sebastian or Skipper?
Sebastian.
Correct. True or false, the Eastern Cape lies on the Indian Ocean?
True.
Correct. Who is the rugby player, Jacques Snyman or Skaran Tubeni?
Jacques name.
Skaran Tubeni. Which sport has tees and greens, rugby or golf?
Golf.
Correct. Does the word pursuit mean chase or flight?
Chase.
Correct. True or false, all birds are herbivores?
False.
Correct. How many A's are there in the word catastrophe? Unable to complete that question. There are 2 A's in the word catastrophe. I'm struck by the fact that our junior brains and our adult brains, geography is possibly the weakest category across the board, junior and senior.
Yeah.
Bloemfontein is in the Free State, Wellington is in the Western Cape, so they are not in the same province. Otherwise, I think you did extremely well, and you're going to be very, very close, Hannah, to 13. Maybe just above, maybe just below, but very close. Stefan?
Just a matter of accuracy, there was a South African bake-off. Your producer's fiance was actually in it, so I should have known. Hannah, you're chasing 13.
Did Hannah spell powder correctly? I wasn't sure
Yes,
whether
she
Hannah
did.
said, so she did say the E.
Correct, we accepted. Hannah, you're chasing 13, and you scored 12.
Ah, so
Very close.
very, very close.
As we move over to contestant number 5 and our final contestant in the Junior Brain, a quick introduction. Luton Mabalani, 12 years old. Her favorite subject, natural science. She is currently doing grade 7 at Laerskool Bastion Primary. She enjoys playing hockey, athletics, cross-country, currently singing in the school choir as well. So, Luta, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Where do you find the time for all of this, by the way?
I don't know. It's just like
And out of,
all the time.
out of all of this, what is your favorite? What do you really enjoy doing?
Hockey.
You love the hockey?
Yes.
Ah, okay. So we're going to be playing our Junior Brain now. I'm going to hand you over to John Matham. He'll be asking you those questions. Good luck, okay?
Thank you.
Cool.
Luta, just to remind people that you need to get at least 13. We have 2 13, so you need to get at least 14 to be the outright winner. Good luck to you. And Mario, please start the clock.
3, 2, 1.
Spell the word pursue.
P-E-R-S-U-E.
P-U-R. What is the past tense of build?
Built.
Built is correct. What is half of 50?
Half 25.
Correct. True or false, Bishu is in the same province as East London?
True.
Correct. Complete the saying, that was just the icing on the what?
Cake.
Correct. Which planet is smaller than Mars? Venus or Mercury?
Mercury.
Correct. Give the third letter in the word classroom.
A.
Correct. Which one is an insect, termite or tarantula?
Termite.
Correct. In which game do you touch large coloured circles with your hands and feet?
Cross. I don't know.
Twister. Who's an important character in the movie Aladdin, Iago or Fievel?
Iago.
Correct. True or false, Mpumalanga does not have a coastline?
True.
Correct. Who is the soccer player, Brad Tandy or Bernard Parker?
Bernard Parker.
Correct. Does the word hilarious mean serious or funny?
Funny.
Correct. Which sport has a rink and a puck, polo or ice hockey?
Ice hockey.
Correct. True or false, all camels have 2 humps?
False.
Correct. How many C's are there in the word broccoli?
I don't know.
There are 2. So we managed to complete 15 questions. And again, I think you're going to have come very, very close. Just to go through the questions. Pursue is Pursue, where you had an E. And I don't know when last Kino played Twister. I played it a very, very long time ago and certainly could not twist myself now the way I did then. Very, very, very close to 13. Of that, I'm sure, Stefan.
Alex has 13. Farhan has 13. Luto from Brackenfell scored 13.
Wow, we have a three-way sudden death, and we don't have much time, so if there are no problems, I'm just going to go straight ahead with sudden death so we can say goodbye to Taib and to Hannah, and we still have Alex, Faran and Luto with us. I'm going to ask each of them a question from a similar topic. If all three get it right, we move on. Anybody who gets one wrong drops out, and we go until we have only one person with a correct answer. Alex, you are up first. In which animated movie are Rapunzel and Pascal friends?
Tangle.
Correct. Faran, in which animated movie are Sven and Kristoff friends?
Frozen.
Correct. Luto, in which animated movie are Flounder and Ariel friends?
Ariel.
The Little Mermaid. So I'm sorry, Luto, we lose you. We have Alex and Faran left. We go to round 2. Alex, is Libya in the northern or southern hemisphere?
Northern.
Correct. And so we go to Farhan. Is Malawi in the northern or southern hemisphere?
Southern hemisphere.
Correct. So we go on to round 3. What color is used in this idiom? It rained once in a what moon, Alex?
Blue moon.
Correct. To Faran, this is getting tense. Faran, what color is used in this idiom? He was what with envy?
Green with envy.
He was green with envy is correct. Now, Alex, round 4. The vowels are A, E, I, O, and U. Which vowel is not used in the word trampoline? I need to push you.
U.
That is correct. Faran, the vowels of the remaining, and the question is the same. Which vowel is not used in the word delicious?
A.
That is correct. The final round before we go to a tiebreaker. Alex, your question is, to which animal family do pumas belong?
Cat family.
That is correct. Faran, you've got to get this right to take us to a tiebreaker. To which animal family do zebras belong?
Horses.
That is correct. So we go to a tiebreaker. Now, I ask each contestant the same question, and they're probably not going to know the answer, so they give me a guess. And the person who guesses closest to the correct answer is the winner. The question is, how high in meters was the tallest structure ever built with Lego bricks? It happened in Lego Italia in Milan in 2015. How high, Alex, was that Lego brick tower? Have a guess, please. I must push you for an answer.
70 meters.
17 or 70?
70.
70 meters. Faran, how high do you think that tower was?
85 meters.
The answer is that the tower was 33 meters long. So Alex's guess is the one which is the closest, which means, Alex, you are the winner of a very tough and very tense round. Kino.
Indeed, congratulations. You are our Junior Brain of the Week. You've won yourself a Dis-Chem voucher worth 1,000 Rand. So I wonder what you're going to be spending that on. And that's, of course, thanks to CapeTalk and Dis-Chem, a winning mind and a healthy body. Once again, congratulations. We'll be back with the senior Dis-Chem brain of Cape Talk.